Hey guys, before I start this video, I've created a Facebook group for job seekers and for students here in Germany. So there's a lot of discussions happening. If you have any questions, if you want to clarify some things, feel free to come and join. The links are in the description, the top two links, one for job seekers, one for students. Let's start today's video. What's up, BEATNIKERS? Welcome back to my channel once again. If you're new here, consider subscribing because I feel that my goal is to bring you the most delicious thinking and enhance your intellect to escape velocity. Let's start today's day. Alright, before I begin, I know I had a haircut. Look at that gangster hairstyle, like I had a full cut here. Anyway guys, so who's this video made for? I just want to clarify right at the beginning itself. Someone who is looking out for job seekers visa, or someone who's already on a job seekers visa in Germany and you're finding a difficulty, and you know how difficult it is unless you buy a LinkedIn Premium or a Zinc Premium to get a full access of profile of a person. Other than that, someone who can get benefit out of this video would be students who are already studying bachelor's wherever you are and you're looking out for internships in Germany and looking out for potential recruiters or people who are holding a high position in the company. This could be helpful for you. A third could be someone who's already studying here in Germany and you are looking out for internship or a full-time job. So this could be helpful for these three kind of category of people. And a fourth category I completely forgot, someone who wants to apply for PhD and they're looking out for professors here. So yeah, keep watching. So there are a total of 3 goals which I want to achieve by the end of this video. Number 1 is I want to let you guys know how to get people's email ID, and number 2 is how to build your strong digital network. Email IDs are today's treasure, right? How important it is, and you know that it's a very formal means of communication and the most effective one. Third one is accelerate the job process. Again, I'm stressing more again for job seekers. This is especially for you. How to get access to people's email ID. Again, I'm not asking you to go and spam to people's inboxes. This is not what is appreciated in Germany. I'll tell you over the course of time of this video why is it important to create a digital directory of your own self. I'll tell you a quick story and how this whole tools became need of an hour for me when I literally had almost no money to spend on all such things. In 2015, when I was studying MBA, I had a limited money to live on, to pay my bills here, for everything. Even to remove money to pay LinkedIn Premium so that I can have a full access being a student, well, it's absolutely right investment. You all should do that. But then that's why I said it became a need of an hour that I had no other option to find other ways to find email IDs of people. This was a time when I learned literally more than 16 tools. I'm just going to introduce 2 of them for you guys now in this video, but these 2 are pretty effective, I can tell you. Now, if you guys are watching me for some time, I often talk about networking. Having a physical networking is of course great, but if you're not in the country, if you are reaching out to people, let's say someone sitting in Iceland or someone sitting in Japan, there's something called digital networking. Digital networking involves a lot of different things. I'm just going to talk specific with email IDs. What I was scared of while doing all these things when I started doing it was I don't want to spam people in random hours of the day saying that, hey, you know what, I'm looking out for X job. Of course, the first thing which comes to my mind is, how did this person get my email ID? What you have to do is you have to be a bit smart to start the conversation, to break that ice. Now again, you will have your own way. I did it my way and it always worked out well for me. So the way I worked out all the time is I always approached companies. First, I listed down all the companies which I want to go and work for on a piece of paper, like desperately I want to go and work for. And after that, I started reaching out to them with a business proposal while I was a student. I didn't do anything morally wrong or ethically. I just wanted somehow to get in touch with them. Person would not show you interest here unless you give them something in return. This was a value proposition for me, what I wanted to bring in for them. What that did is it created a solid impact on the other side as soon as I used to send them an email after doing a lot of research about their company, their product, their market, complete analysis. That broke the ice and I always used to start talking like, hey, I'm in Berlin, you're in Berlin, I would love to catch you up. and over the course of time you become friends with them, and from digital networking you went on a real networking. This is why it is important. Now at this point I would like to introduce you some of the tools which I'm going to talk about today. There are about like 5 of them, but I'm only going to be speaking and demonstrating you guys just 2 of the tools. Similar tools are available in the market. There are more than hundreds of them, and they all are legal. They all abide by GDPR law and data protection law. So there's nothing wrong using them. There are paid version and there are free version. They are legit companies. First 2 are my favorite ones, Hunter and Scrap. That's the demonstration which I'm going to do for you guys. But other than that, there's Voila Norbert, Anymail Finder, and LinkedIn Sales Navigator. So first 2 and the last one, which I often use until today sometimes. Most of these tools, what you just saw, they are either plugins or they are full-fledged softwares. They go hand in hand. They are complementary products to inbuilt platforms like LinkedIn or other platforms where people do networking. Scrap very well works with LinkedIn, and that's what I'm going to show. And Hunter, you need to know full name of a person and the company which they work for. Alright guys, let's begin this whole process. So the first tool which we're going to look into is called as Scrap. So just simply go on the Google and type SKRAPP and Chrome, Scrap Chrome. And the whole intention of typing this is to have a plugin into your Google Chrome. Alright, stay with me. So once you press that, there's a page which opens up. Go into add to Chrome, because I've already added, that's why it's showing remove from Chrome. Alright, so something like this you will see. Let's go to the next step now. So the next thing what I want you guys to do is come back to Google and type Scrap login on Google. Scrap login, enter, go to this login page. So this is where we are going on their dashboard, where you will be able to see everything. Let's go ahead and do the login now. So the best part about Scrap is they also have a paid version and a free version. That's why it says free version. In this they allow you to find 100 emails from LinkedIn profile. I've already used 8 of them. Let's move on. So next thing what you have to do is you see this button, create a list. Go ahead and type, let's say I want to go and type Salesforce. Okay, press create. As soon as you create the list, on the left hand side you see there is a list created in Salesforce. Now what I want you to do is go to your LinkedIn page. So this is the regular dashboard of LinkedIn. I'm going to go and search and type the job which I'm really looking out for. Let's say Python. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here in the filter area and be more specific with my location. I'm going to type Berlin and apply. So what I'm expecting is people who are working as Python developers. All this people you can see. Now there's something unusual about this page which you would normally not find it, is you see there's something which is showing up here. This is by Scrap, the extension which you have downloaded in your Chrome. Alright, what you can do is go on this. As soon as you keep your cursor on that, there are 2 options which will drop down. One is export to list and export to CSV. I will go to export to list, and the list which you created, Salesforce, in the dashboard, if you remember right here, that's what will show you. Alright, and simply go and press save results in list. Now people who are on this page, you see all their email IDs are found now, and it says leads saved successfully in Salesforce. That's your list which you created. Out of 10 people, you got 7 email IDs of the people here. Alright, let's go to my list, press that. Now here's the whole list of people whose email IDs you have found. So it's very simple and straightforward. The more you use, the more the numbers will get less and less. As I said, 100 is the maximum which they allow in the free version. What I'm not sure about is, this is their actual email ID or are they currently using or not? That's something which you have to figure it out. But then stick till the last. I will show you how to verify this email ID, if it's true or not, or if it's currently in use or not. Now come back to Google. As I said, just to verify the email IDs which Scrap was showing or any of these platforms were showing, I always use one platform. It's a tool. It's called as Never Bounce. Alright, go to Google and type Never Bounce, login. So as soon as you type Never Bounce, the first link, it says email verification and list cleaning services.
Go on that. This is how their dashboard looks like. I like it how sleek it is, and see how big brands are also using it. So as soon as you're on this page, go ahead and register yourself. I already have a login ID, so I'm just gonna go sign in. As soon as you sign in, this is what you see. For our concern, this is more important, is where it says validate single emails. But before I get to this, let's pick up an email ID from the scrap and try to reach out. This was the scrap ID which we saw. Go on, let's say go with this guy, and that's the email ID where it's reflecting, right? Let's copy this, go to never bounce, go to validate single emails, validate. So what's happening is, in this case, it's showing not valid email ID. So what I usually do is press here, go back to the dashboard of scrap. This is where this guy's profile is. Copy, and remember his first name, it's Dominic. All right, I go back here, Dominic dot the whole rest email ID. So I've now put his first name dot last name at hiscompany.com. Here you go. So it's a valid email ID. So yeah, you'll have to try different combinations. Alright guys, we're once again back at the Google page. This is a second plugin which I would want you to add to your Google Chrome. It's called as Hunter. Okay, so go on Google and type Hunter Chrome extension. You see that? Go to the first link. So this is what you see as soon as you're on the page. Hunter find email addresses in seconds. Now in my case, I've already added Hunter to my Google Chrome. Otherwise it would be showing add to the Chrome. So once you have done this, let's move on. Before you go ahead, copy this, come back to Google and paste the same thing. Enter, go on their website now. We're going on the website. This is where it is. I've already signed up with them. Again, it's completely free. The good thing about Hunter was this company used to work previously with LinkedIn officially. Now they are not. Look at how many companies have used Hunter: Google, IBM, Microsoft. And you know that you can't just put out any company's logo without not working with them. Hunter offers service in wide variety. As you take your cursor here, you can see email finder, email verifier. So here in the same platform, you can also verify if the same email ID which you've got, is it true or not, is it valid or not. Now in this tool's case, what you're supposed to know is, you're supposed to know a person's full name and which company they work for. So for example, Elon Musk. I know it's out of the box, but yeah, Elon Musk. I don't know if this is gonna work also or not. Let's go with his not Tesla but SpaceX.com. That's where it shows Elon.Musk at SpaceX.com. Now again, I'm not sure if this email ID is true or not. Press on that. I want to verify this. I'm going to come back to never bounce where we validated the previous. So I'm going to come back here and paste that email ID which I copied from there and validate. Whoa, it's real email ID, really. So yeah, that's how it is. Alright guys, I want to leave you guys with one thought. My lack of money drove me to this path. Now I leave that up to you. How hungry are you for that one single job, that one internship, that one full-time job? It's up to you. Now there's so much to this, what I just gave out. This is just like a 5-10%, as I said before. I learned it over the course of time out of my experience working with some of the brilliant minds from this country. Having said that, I would like to request you to go ahead and share this video if you think that it's worth sharing it. And yeah, if you haven't subscribed and if you still feel that it is worth it, go ahead and do that. Alright guys, I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.